You're not still angry with me, are you?
Let me think. Of course I'm bloody angry with you, Luke. First you feed me zombie-infected chicken, thus causing me to turn into a zombie. Then just as I'm recovering, you attempt to patch up our marriage by buying me a car, which was on fire when you bought it, and also had a zombie living in the boot.
Yeah. That was a turn up for the books. Your face was a picture when you went to put your bag in there. But to be fair, he was very good about it when we asked him to leave.
Good about it? Good about it. Luke, he took a chunk out of my father's throat before my mother put a crossbow through his brain.
And for the 1000th time, I'm sorry.
Saying you're sorry just isn't good enough, Luke. And now, I wake up on a plane bound for God knows where, after you chloroformed me to make me come on a surprise holiday with you.
Well, I knew you wouldn't have come if I just asked you.
Luke, I obtained an indefinite restraining order against you and haven't seen you in 18 months. Of course I wouldn't have come.
So you understand where I'm coming from then?
I've no idea where you're coming from, but I sure as hell know where you're going to, and that's straight to jail when we reach whichever god-forsaken place you've decided to take me to, in a futile attempt to make me take you back. So where are we going anyway? Dare I ask?
Well, it's a surprise, but I know you'll love it. It's a place where you'll really be able to feel at home, somewhere that your ancestors hailed from.
The places my ancestors hailed from, of course. Oh, Luke, you have booked that trip to Ireland I always wanted to take. You knew that I always wanted to trace my mother's family in County Kildare, and research the lineage of the Flanagans. You never fail to surprise me, Luke, and sometimes not in a bad way. I think that's the main reason that I married you.
Oh look, we're coming into land. Maybe you should have a little sleep.
Yes. Strangely, I do feel tired all of a sudden. How did I get here? Luke, did you drug me again on the plane?
Well, I may have done.
But why? I was happy we were going to Ireland. I was even thinking how handsome you looked.
You were?
So where are we? And when do we get to our hotel?
Well, this is it.
This is it? Luke, this is a shed. No, scratch that. This isn't even a shed. For all I know, it's a hole in the ground.
Well, the standard of accommodation isn't the greatest here in Romania.
Romania? What the hell do you mean, Romania? I thought you said Ireland, a place where my family hail from. My ancestors aren't from Romania.
I wasn't talking about your biological ancestors.
Luke, what have you done?
Why don't we just go out and sample a bit of the local atmosphere? Well, Jane, welcome to your spiritual home, Transylvania.
My spiritual home? Luke, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know? 'Cause you were one of the undead. I just figured you'd want to find out a bit more about where you came from.
I don't know where to begin with this. So what you're telling me, and I really want to be clear about this one. What you're telling me is that in an attempt to reconcile our marriage, which was destroyed after you turned me into a zombie, you thought it would be a good idea to abduct me, put me on a plane after drugging me, fly me halfway across the world, drug me again, keep me in a blacked-out hovel without running water, or oil it, then bring me to Transylvania to remind me of the fact that I was a zombie?
Yes.
And the link between Transylvania and zombies is?
You know, the scary guy. What's his name again? Oh yeah, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein wasn't from Transylvania, Luke. Transylvania is the home of Dracula.
Of course.
And if I'm not mistaken, that dark-caped individual lurking in the trees there is Nosferatu himself. Let's get back to the hovel.
If it's any consolation, I'm really, really sorry.
Sorry. You're fucking sorry. First you turned me into a zombie, and then a fucking vampire. If my life wasn't hard enough when I just wanted to eat people's brains, now I need to suck their blood just to survive. And worst of all, I can never go out in the sun again.
I know it's all my fault. It was good of the master to let us live though.
Live. I'm doubly undead. Are you taking the fucking piss? All I need is to be bitten by a werewolf and I'll have the hat trick of the unholy.
Sorry. Bad choice of word. So anyhow, I know it's an odd time to ask, but you fancy joining the Mile High Club?
Must destroy dickhead husband.
I'll take that as a no then.